All right, here we go back on Misfit Island. Welcome back, my family, my little Misfit family. Welcome back. Yeah, this is where my little army of misfits, this is where we gather to prepare for perilous times as we walk in this world full of deception. This is my 31 days and 31 Proverbs, and like I said earlier, we are knocking out 2 days in one, because time is short and we need to keep digging into the Gospels and the good news and all the letters was written, get back up to that New Testament. So, today is 26 and day 27. Are you ready? Let's just dig in. Let's just jump in and knock it out. What do you say? Get the shovel out, start finding some of these golden nuggets. Proverbs is full of golden nuggets. And if you see my little pictures in the beach full of little golden nuggets, that's why I put it there. So verse 1, 26, chapter 26. As snow is summer and rain in harvest, so honor is not fitting for a fool. Like a flitting sparrow, flighting, F-L-I-T-T-I-N-G, flighting sparrow, like a flying swallow, so a curse without cause shall not alight. A whip for the horse, a bridle for the donkey, and a rod for the fool's back. Do not answer a fool accordingly to his folly, lest you also be like him. Answer a fool according to his folly, lest he be wise in his own eyes. He who sends a message by the hand of a fool cuts off his own feet and drinks violence. Like the legs of the lamb that hang limp, as a proverb in the mouth of fools, like one who binds a stone in a sling, he who gives honor to a fool. Like a thorn that goes into the hand of a drunkard is a proverb from the mouth of fools. The great God who formed anything gives the fool his hire and the transgressor his wages. As a dog returns to his own vomit, so a fool repeats his folly. What's he trying to say here, man? I mean, you got to have discernment. You got to understand who's a fool and who's not a fool. When you come across those fools, like I do, like I like to say, I cut him out like cancer. This dude's a fool. Cancer. Goodbye. Gonzo, Dunzo. Tomorrow, the name is mentioned. Who are you talking about? I don't know who you're talking about. Who? What's his name? It's cancer, man. You let this fool continue to stay in your life, it'll eat you like cancer. Verse 12, do you see a man wise in his own eyes? There is more hope for a fool than for him. The lazy man says, there is a lion in the road, a fierce lion in the streets. As a door turns on his hinges, so does the lazy man on his bed. Man. Fools and lazy people. The lazy man buries his hand in the bowl, and it wearies him to bring it back to his mouth. You know anybody like that? I mean, they're so lazy, they won't do nothing. Like, they're eating, it's like a labor just to take the food and put more food in their mouth. It's like, oh, God, I don't want to do that. I can't pick up my clothes. I can't do nothing. It's lazy. Ugh. Spare the rod, spare the child. Oh, I think my wifey's home. Verse 16, the lazy man is wiser in his own eyes than 7 men who can answer sensibly. He who passes by and meddles in a quarrel not his own is like one who takes a dog by the ears. Like a madman who throws firebrands, arrows, and death is the man who deceives his neighbor and says, I was only joking. Ooh, what about that, man? There's people that deceive you and, I was just joking, dude. Where there is no wood, the fire goes out. Where there is no talebearer, strife ceases. A charcoal is to burning coals and wood to fire. So is a contentious man to kindle strife. Oh, there you go, contentious man. The words of a talebearer are like tasty trifles. They go down into the inmost body. Fervent lips with a wicked heart are like earthenware covered with silver dross. He who hates disguises it with his lips, and lays up deceit within himself. When he speaks kindly, do not believe him. For there are 7 abominations in his heart. Though his hatred was that we read earlier, I think it was in Proverbs 6:16. 6 things the Lord hates, 7 or 6 Lord hates, 7 he hates, contest or something like that. Or what was I? 7 abominations in his heart. Though his hatred is covered by deceit, his wickedness will be revealed before the assembly. Whoever digs a pit will fall into it, and he who rolls a stone will have it roll back on him. A lying tongue hates those who are crushed by it, and a flattering mouth works ruin. A lying tongue hates those who are crushed by it, and a flattering mouth works ruin. Take pleasure in lying about you and flattering people. Don't like people that flatter either. Oh, flatterers always want something. So day 27. Do not boast about tomorrow, for you do not know what a day may bring forth. Tomorrow is not promised to anybody. Let another man praise you, and not your own mouth, a stranger, and not your own lips. A stone is heavy, and sand is weighty, but a fool's wrath is heavier than both of them. Wrath is cruel, and anger a torrent, but who is able to stand before jealousy? Somebody's jealous, man. It's not going to be good. It's going to be just a river of lies. Open rebuke is better than love carefully concealed. That's the whole thing about telling people about the gospel. Telling them about the destruction they're leading towards. Rather tell you the truth, open rebuke, than to lie to you and lovingly send you to hell. Verse 6, faithful are the wounds of a friend, but the kisses of an enemy are deceitful. A satisfied soul loathes the honeycomb, but to a hungry soul every bitter thing is sweet. Like a bird that wanders from its nest is a man who wanders from his place. Ointment and perfume delight the heart, and the sweetness of man's friend gives delight by hearty counsel. Do not forsake your own friend or your father's friend, nor go to your brother's house in the day of your calamity. Better is a neighbor nearby than a brother far away. My son, be wise and make my heart glad, that I may answer him who reproaches me. A prudent man foresees evil and hides himself. The simple pass on and are punished. We just covered that the other day. Talking about Chuck Missler and Y2K, and it definitely applies for today. A prudent man foresees evil and hides himself. The simple pass on and are punished. Take the garment of him who is surety for a stranger, and hold it in pledge when he is surety for a seductress. He who blesses his friend with a loud voice rises early in the morning, and it will be counted a curse to him. Continual dripping of a very rainy day and a contentious woman are alike. There's another one. It's like the Chinese torture. Continual dripping of a very rainy day. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Have that like all day long. You hear that? Well, it's the same as a contentious woman. They're alike. Been there, done that, lived that. Whoever retains her restrains the wind and grasps oil with his right hand. Whoever restrains her restrains the wind and grasps oil with his right hand. It's like you can't restrain her either. Iron sharpens iron, so a man sharpens the countenance of his friend. I used to have the poster of this. Whoever keeps the fig tree will eat its fruit, so he who waits on his master will be honored. As in water, face reflects face, so a man's heart reveals the man. There's a nugget, huh? The water reflects your face, so is the heart that's going to reveal what kind of man you are. Hell and destruction are never full, so the eyes of man are never satisfied. There's that too. You ever notice, like, you have everything, and then all of a sudden you see something else like, ooh, I'd like to get that. I need that, man. That would be great in my man cave. I mean, the eyes are never full. You could be, for years, and you finally get whatever you've been like, oh, finally got it, and then tomorrow, oh, eyes are never full. It says hell and destruction is never full either. The refining pot is for silver, and a furnace for gold, and a man is valued by what others say to him. Though you grind a fool in a mortar with a pedestal along with crushed grain, yet his foolishness will not depart from him. Be diligent to know the state of your flocks, and attend to your herds, for riches are not forever, nor does a crown endure to all generations. When the hay is removed and the tender grass shows itself, and the herbs of the mountains are gathered in, the lambs will provide your clothing, and the goats the price of the field. You shall have enough goat's milk for your food, for the food of your household, and the nourishment of your maid servants. There you go. That was day 26 and 27. My 31 days and 31 Proverbs. 28, 29. Yeah, it works out perfect. 2 more days worth, huh? What's up? All right, so we're almost done with this series. I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you're getting a few little nuggets there to help you out. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.